Bonus Brief Brewery Bio number 1. Eye Open Brewing Company.
We're Eye Open Brewing Company here in Portland, Maine. My name's Brett Barrett.
And I'm Chuck Partridge.
Amanda here, and welcome to bonus episode 1 of 8 here on Great Beer Adventure. In Maine, we are super lucky to have amazing beer all around us, with more and more breweries opening every day. In 2016, we had over 14 new breweries open. I think it was like 16 or 17. I don't know, it's really hard to keep track of them all. Plus, there's still a whole month left, so who knows how many more will open. We also have an incredible beer week here in Portland. One of my favorite events is the Kickoff, which is put on by the Maine Brewers Guild, the same folks that host the fabulous summer session event that I was telling you about earlier in the year. You really must check them out. Anywho, back to the bonus episode. During freshman orientation, I met 8 new breweries. I didn't want you to have to wait to meet them, so I decided to deliver them to you as a little holiday bonus. Let's jump right in and get started. We are going to ask the same 4 questions to each brewery, starting with, what is your origin story?
So basically, we all lived together in college. We came to school at USM, lived in Portland. We lived up on State Street, actually. We started brewing in our kitchen. There's another one of us who's not here tonight. Lucas Marks is his name. But basically, we started our brewing there from extract kits. Then we started doing small grain stuff. Kind of went our separate ways after that, after we graduated and everything, but we still continued to brew. And then we decided, if we ever get a chance, find a place that would work, we could get the money together to do a brewery, that we'd like to do it. And that was about a year ago that we actually got our lease, in November last year.
We found the place about a year ago. We were all living in separate places. Brett was originally from Keene. He had moved back there. Our other partner, Lucas, was living in Massachusetts, and I was still living here in Portland. Our plan or our goal was to always start our brewery here in Portland because the beer market is so explosive here. And, as soon as we found the spot, we capitalized on it and started, building our equipment. And first we had to refurbish the building. That took us about 6 to 8 months. And as we mentioned, we just recently got our brewer's notice this September and sold our first accounts here within the past week. So we're excited about that.
Tell us about a couple of your brews.
So right now we're offering 2 beers with a third on the way that we're working on. So today we're going to be serving our New England IPA style. It's called In Clover. Sits at about 6.2% alcohol. Foggy beer, very similar to what you'd see with the other New England styles. Using Mosaic, Amarillo, Citra hops in there. Really going to get an explosive citrus flavor and nice hoppy finish on it as well.
Yep, so that's the beer we're serving today. We also have 2 other styles of beer that we're looking to sell. One is our double IPA called our Anything and Everything. That's very similar to the New England style IPA. It's just, it has a little more alcohol, a little more flavor, very similar characteristics to our In Clover. We have one other beer, a pale ale. We call that Iris. That is modeled after the West Coast pale ales that have like the grapefruit finish with the hoppy combination. Really excited about those 2 as well. Hopefully, after this event, we'll be able to attend more events and get those out there so people can try them.
What feeling do you want people to have when they are enjoying your beers?
So, like we were saying earlier, we're going to start with just draft accounts to begin with. We went out and bought a bunch of old converted corny kegs, and that's what we're going to be kegging in, and we're going to be trying to self-distribute across Portland. So we've had plenty of people come by as we've been working. Like, literally, we're cutting boards and people are coming over like, hey, what's going on? Are you selling beer yet? And unfortunately, we have to turn them away, but hopefully those people that have seen that and then the others that do drink our beer will see that it's just been a lot of, manual labor to get to where we are. And we're really proud of that, and we hope that comes through in our beer. So, yeah, that's what we're going for there.
Yeah. Just to bounce off of what you said there, lots of passion. Everything from what we've done has stemmed from passion, from brewing in our kitchen to having to refurbish our entire building. It's all passion we want to share with the people, what we love, because we do love beer and we love to make it. And what our plan is for the cans is to get a crowler machine, like a 32-ounce canning machine. We just don't have the capacity right now to start canning for commercial sale in a retail setting, but we would love to have people come by looking for our beer on draft, and although we can't sell it to them, we can kind of deter them over to our cans just to get that out there that way. And then, we're looking for as many counts as we can support here in town, and just hopefully get it on tap for people to try and share.
And as always, what was your first beer memory?
Man, I have to say it's a good beer. I think all beers have their place, and I don't want to say anything bad about any beer. And when I turned 21, I had Bud Light like everyone does and stuff like that. But when I first tried Blue Moon, that was man, that's your entry into something different. You've tried light beer, you've had Budweiser, Coors Light, Miller Lite. Then I tried Blue Moon, and I was so it wasn't a specific memory, but more of a introduction to that, and then drinking that, and then using that as a launching pad to drink more and more craft beer, I guess.
Not really a craft beer memory, but when I was younger, probably 10 years old, I remember my dad telling me to take a sip of this ginger ale that he had, and so I did, and it ended up being beer. And I think that was his way of making me not want to drink beer because I hated the taste of it. And I can't remember what it was, but I just know that it tasted horrible, and I've come a long way from there.
Thank you and congratulations to all of Maine's newest brewers. Also, a huge shout out to the Maine Brewers Guild. You can find links to them and to One Eye Open Brewing Company over on the website at greatbeeradventure.com/bonus1. If you all, our fabulous co-adventurers, would like to support the show, check out our Patreon page. For less than the cost of a beer, you can show us some love. Go to greatbeeradventure.com/support. If you want to see even more from our adventures, follow us on Instagram at Great Beer Adventure. And be sure to subscribe to the show. That way, you won't miss a thing. Great Beer Adventure is part of the Great Pint Society. Cheers.